still saying, buy gold, silver, and crypto. Why Robert Kiyosaki's 2013 prediction is coming true. Imagine if someone had told you a decade ago that the world's largest economy, the US, would be downgraded by global rating agencies, that trade wars would create a near-war-like atmosphere globally, and that stock markets would crash. You might have called them crazy. But that's exactly what Robert Kiyosaki said in 2013. And today, every single word is turning out to be true. He's still saying, buy real gold, silver, and Bitcoin because they will be the only things left when the world's biggest banks and governments collapse. These aren't just warnings. They sound more like strategic prophecies that are slowly becoming reality. This gives us a chilling glimpse into the current global economic landscape, one that many are still ignoring. Today, we'll dive deep into this subject. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you always get our latest updates first. So let's begin today's discussion without any delay. In recent weeks, the entire world has been going through a phase of intense economic turmoil. US President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariff policy has not only shaken America's internal economy but has also pushed major nations like China, Canada, and Mexico into what looks like direct economic warfare. These tensions have rattled global stock markets. Investor confidence has weakened, and a climate of deep uncertainty has emerged worldwide. At a time when the world needs stable leadership and sound economic policies, global rating agency Moody's has downgraded the US credit rating from AA to A1, sparking waves of concern among investors and governments alike. Moody's cited America's rapidly growing debt and rising interest payments as the key reasons for the downgrade. According to their report, the US government is failing to control its debt, a major red flag for global investors. The White House reacted sharply, with the Trump administration accusing Moody's of pursuing a political agenda. However, Robert Kiyosaki views this from a completely different perspective. He sees it as a symbol of America's failure in economic responsibility. For him, this isn't just a downgrade, it's a signal of instability in the entire global financial system. Robert Kiyosaki says that Moody's downgrade of the US credit rating is like a father who's unemployed, still borrowing money, and failing to provide for his family. He warns that this could lead to higher interest rates, pushing the US economy toward a deep recession. According to him, this would result in rising unemployment, a collapse in the bond market and housing sector, and the complete failure of weak banks. In simple terms, he believes a crisis similar to the Great Depression of 1929 could return, and this time, it won't be limited to America. It will ripple across the global supply chain, financial systems, and developing economies. In Kiyosaki's view, this is a time filled with danger, but also with great opportunity. He emphasizes that in moments like these, the weak panic, while the strong create opportunities. Once again, he urges people to buy real gold, silver, and Bitcoin because these are the only assets that can protect you in an economic collapse. According to him, when fiat currency and governments fail, only real assets survive. And not only do these real assets offer stability, but they also protect your wealth from depreciation, which becomes the most critical safeguard during any downturn. In his 2013 book Rich Dad's Prophecy, Robert Kiyosaki predicted this kind of economic crisis. Now, as agencies like Moody's downgrade America's credit rating, his claims are only gaining more credibility. He also emphasized that when stock markets crash and real estate prices fall, that's when the biggest opportunities emerge for entrepreneurs. According to him, this is the perfect time for an average person to take their first step toward wealth, if they stop thinking like an employee and start viewing the market through an entrepreneur's lens. That mindset, he says, is the seed of future financial success, and now is the time to plant it. Kiyosaki believes that recessions are the best time to invest. Stocks become cheap, real estate deals improve, and unique opportunities arise, opportunities that don't exist in stable times. That's why he strongly recommends investing in side hustles, real estate, and alternative assets like crypto. He also asserts, strong people create opportunities, while weak people wait for them. This philosophy, he says, is the core mindset that makes the rich richer and keeps average people trapped in struggle. Questioning the credibility of the US dollar, Robert Kiyosaki stated that this crisis truly began in 1971 when the dollar was removed from the gold standard. Since then, he argues, the global economy has been built on a debt-based structure which is now on the verge of collapse. That's why he once again emphasized that paper currency cannot be trusted and adopting gold, silver, and Bitcoin is the safest choice. He describes these not just as means of protection, but as weapons that can become your strength during financial catastrophe. In a recent post on X, Kiyosaki made it clear that as America fails to manage its debt and central banks remain uncertain, ordinary people should turn to alternative assets to protect their wealth. He also pointed out that gold prices surged this week and Bitcoin crossed $106,000, indicating that investors are now flocking to safe haven assets. And this trend, he warns, is not just a glimpse, it's the first rumble of an approaching financial storm. The most important takeaway from this entire economic episode is that Robert Kiyosaki warned people in time, and today his predictions are coming true. He emphasized that a recession is the best time to become wealthy because it's during these unstable periods that the biggest deals emerge. This is the moment when instead of panicking, one should build strategy, spot opportunities, and strike with precision. So now, the question is not whether a recession will come, but whether you are prepared for it or not. Do you own assets that will protect you? Have you followed Robert Kiyosaki's advice? Or are you still clinging to traditional investments? If your answer is no, you still have time. Reevaluate your strategy today, shift your investments toward value-based assets, and build a financial foundation so strong that no economic storm can shake it.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.